Oh boy, here comes the train, here it comes. Chugga 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 choo choo. Chugga 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 choo choo. Oh, I just love trains. Chugga 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 choo choo. Here it comes to the station. Chugga chugga choo 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 choo. Yeah. Hey! It's time for the Lakeville Government Channel's Kids in Government program. Kids in Government, yeah! Oh, here comes the train. Chugga, 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 choo-choo! On today's show, join Skip the Drip as he gives tips on ways to save water and money around your home on All Wet with Skip the Drip. On Walkin' with Louie, Louie walks with Parks and Recreation Director Brett Altergott about the recently completed Kenrick Trail. Nature to Nature has Mr. Pugh chatting with Environmental Resource Specialist Ann Messerschmidt on how the recent heavy rains will affect area lakes, ponds, and the environment over the summer. And don't forget to watch our Puppet Blooper segment, Lake Forest Team 16 News Update, and Kids Quick Tips throughout the show. And I'm Roger Mildewstain, your announcer. And now, here's the host of Kids in Government, R.R. the Raccoon.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Lakeville Kids in Government. I'm R.R. the Raccoon, your congenial host, here in our program where we take a humorous and educational look at how government works. Hey, we're coming to you from downtown Lakeville here at the Farmers Market. Hey, there's always a Farmers Market on Wednesdays and Saturdays throughout the summer. Hey, we've got a great show for you this month on Kids in Government, so let's kick it right off. I just kicked a can. And first up on the show is a segment with Skip the Drip, talking about ways you can conserve water here in Lakeville. Take it away, Skip.
Greetings, humanoid life forms. Skip the Drip front and center to talk about water conservation here in Lakeville. Water is one of our most valuable resources, but I'm always asked, what can an individual or single family do to help save water? The answer is to follow these water safety tips. Come on, follow me and well, hey! What a handsome-looking water drop. Outdoor watering uses much more water than any other household use. Roughly half the water used in Lakeville is used outdoors. You can save money and water by adjust sprinklers so that only your lawn is watered and not the house, sidewalk, or streets. Per city ordinance, make sure you water before 11 a.m. and after 5 p.m. when temperatures are cooler to minimize evaporation. It's better to water your lawn once a week and provide about an inch of water. This helps create stronger, healthier lawns. The kitchen is an area that you can do a lot to reduce your water use. Run your dishwasher and washing machine only when they are full. Ha! This one's ready to go. Here we go. Keep a pitcher of water in the fridge instead of running the tap for cold water. Don't run water while you clean fruit or veggies. Just rinse them in a pan or sink of clean water. The bathroom is an area where water use is very high. Remember to, while brushing your teeth, never leave the tap running. Avoid unnecessary toilet flushing. Don't use your toilet to flush away tissues, bugs, or other debris that can go in the trash instead. Woo! By following these easy water-saving tips, you can save your community the valuable water resource that everyone needs, as well as add a little extra money to the family budget. Remember, the more you conserve, the more you'll save. This is Skip the Drip. We'll see you next time, organic life forms. Boy, he sure is a good-looking water drop. See you next time, everybody!
Hello, everyone! Woody Wolf here for this month's Kids Quick Tip, and have I got some exciting news to share with you this month. We are here to announce that people who have tablets or smartphones can watch all the programming here on LGTV. That's right, you can watch council meetings, you can watch police and fire programming, and lots more. So just go to the city's website at www.lakevillemn.gov and start watching the wonderful world of Lakeville Government TV. Took me about 20 takes to get that, folks, so I hope you appreciate this Kids Quick Tip. I know I do. Thank you. Oh, fresh meat here at the farmer's market. Hey, I'm joined by Jackie and Dawn, who have a tent here, and they're from Prairie Pride Farm. How are you ladies doing today?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great.
Good. What is the meat that you are handing out for samples today?
Fried raccoon.
Ah, fried raccoon! Come on, you guys are joking with me, aren't you?
We are. That's actually a pork and chicken and beef from our farm, and we put it together in an old-fashioned wiener.
Very good. And you guys here are usually here at the farmer's market every Wednesday and Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are.
Very good. Well, you know what's up next on our show, Kids in Government here?
Oh, no.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. We're going to see a segment about the new trail on Kenrick Avenue with Louie the dog. So take it away, Louie. You know, it kind of does smell like raccoon. Hey there, everyone. Louie the dog here on Walkin' with Louie. And we are joined today by Parks and Recreation Director Brett Altagat. How you doing today, Brett?
Excellent, Louie. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. I was out walking and I discovered all this work they were doing on the Kenrick Trail here. Could you tell me a little bit about the history of this construction project?
Well, what I can tell you is this goes back about 5 years from the planning phase. Unbelievable amount of work that went in just to make this trail happen. But the construction phase started last fall and is carried through to the spring, and now we're complete.
Very good. Now, how long is this trail in miles or yards or inches?
Well, we'll go miles. It was a 2-mile trail extension from 205th Street all the way up to 185th Street.
Very good. And how many workers were involved with a project of this size?
Too many to count. Multiple. There was a general contractor and many subcontractors. So if I had to put the number, I would say well over 30 different contractors.
Very good. Now, as is custom in my segment, it's called Walking with Louie. So could we walk the trails, and maybe you can, give me some highlights here when we're walking by, some important things that we should point out to our residents?
Be happy to.
All right, let's start walking. Here we go. Hey, Brett. Oh, I'm sure getting winded. Is there a point of interest up here you can tell me anything about?
Yes, this area is just north of Merrick Towing, and it was one of the more challenging areas to construct because we had a huge hill, very steep slope to build because we wanted to maintain the snowmobile trail that's below the hill for the snowmobilers in the winter.
Okay.
So we had to be very close to Kenrick Avenue here, but also maintaining the slope. So it was very difficult to construct.
Well, there used to be a big dip here that went way down there, didn't it?
Yes, and they had to bring in a lot of fill and work this area very hard in order to get that trail built up and again maintain that slope. So they did an excellent job in this area. It's very challenging and very happy with the end product.
And they had to contend not only with the filling in the fill, get it, filling in the fill, but also the traffic. That was a kind of a bit of an issue, wasn't it, Brett?
Yes, Kenrick Avenue being a 2-lane road, they were actually able to do under traffic. We just put signage out that said slow down workers. and they were able to do it.
And all the citizens of Lakeville were very smart and followed those road signs and rules, correct?
You bet you. And for those who did not, we had our police force out here reminding them to slow down in the construction zone.
Very good. Let's get going again here, Brett. Here we go.
All right.
Fill. Ooh, Brett, look at that nice, shiny new trail crossing sign. Oh, it's fantastic. All right, we've moved to another highlighted area we want to show everybody. What can you tell us about this area, Brett? Because it looks like we're on Kenrick Avenue, of course, and 195th.
Well, 195th Street leads into Casperson Park for one, and we have a trail segment leading directly into Casperson Park, and then down to the Juneau Trail, which runs right along Lake Marion to the Juneau Trailhead, which eventually gets you over to Antlers Park as well.
Sure.
So really kind of connected two parks here. But also, if you cross Kenrick Avenue, you get to Ritter Farm Park.
That's way over there.
Yeah, it's way over there, but now it's accessible by walking and biking.
Very good. Now, I have a question here for you. Now, does this complete like some type of loop around the lake? Because it seems like I can go from here now all the way around the lake. Is that true?
That is a very true statement. Yes, if you came out of Casperson Park and headed to the north again, you would get to the crossing at Lake Marion, and that's where all the excitement was, and that's where, you know, all the major construction took place.
Very good, very good. Now, I believe if we go down the hill this way, we might actually see the lake. Could we go see the lake, Brett? Can we, please?
We can go see the lake, only if you jump in, though.
Do you got a stick so I can go jump in?
Of course.
All right, here we go, this way. You can come too, Brett.
All right.
This way, come on.
This way.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Brett, we have reached our final destination here on Kenrick Trail, and we are overlooking, look, is it the boardwalk or the Broadway or the Backstreet Boys? I can't remember what it is.
It's a boardwalk.
It's a boardwalk. It's just like a Monopoly.
Exactly.
What can you tell us about this cool boardwalk? I can't even say it very well.
Yeah, the cool boardwalk. Well, the boardwalk itself, the significance of it is we didn't have to put any additional fill in that would have gone into Lake Marion. We were able to build above Lake Marion and really protect the water.
Very good. Now, this wasn't an easy thing to put this bridge in, was it? I remember coming out here in the winter, and it was like 30 below zero when they put it in.
Yeah, it was extremely cold, and if you remember, it was quite a cool process to watch. You know, the crane lifted up and then put it into position. Again, the workers did a great job on that day, given the conditions they were working in.
Well, thank you so much for being on Walking with Louie, Brett.
It was fun to be here, Louie.
Great. And if anybody has any questions about the Park and Rec board, the parks, the trails, anything like that, how can they get a hold of you?
They can give us a call at 985-4600.
Great. Well, thanks a lot, Brett. And I'm gonna look at the lake. We'll see you next time on Walking with Louie. Hey, maybe we can find some fish over here, Brett.
Hey, that'd be great. It's a great fishing pier here.
I'm gonna jump in. Ah!
From southwest central Dakota County, in other words, Lakeville, this is a Lake Force Team 16 award-winning non-action 360-degree news update with Ted Pickle. Hello everyone, Ted Pickle reporting. And now the news presented in the wonder of 360 degrees. The city of Lakeville has 3 beach areas to serve its citizens as a way to keep cool during the hot summer months. They include Antlers Park Beach on Lake Marion, Orchard Lake Beach on Orchard Lake, and Valley Lake Beach on Valley Lake. Please remember there are no lifeguards at any of these area beaches. For information on additional amenities near the beach area, check out www.lakevillemn.gov. In addition to beaches, the city also has 2 public lake access points to launch your watercraft. Those locations are Casperson Park, 19720 Juneau Trail. This access is located at the west end of Lake Marion, and Orchard Lake, 11875 175th Street West. Public lake access is available free of charge. And finally, the city of Lakeville monitors water quality of area lakes. E. coli levels are monitored weekly at the 3 Lakeville swimming beaches from Memorial Day through Labor Day weekend. To help lower E. coli bacteria levels, please do your part by not feeding the geese, keep pets off the beach, and have young children wear swim diapers. This has been a Lake Forest Team 16 award-winning 360-degree non-action news update. I'm Ted Pickle!
Hey everyone, R the Raccoon, still here at the farmer's market checking out all the fresh vegetables and all the other goodies. And hey, up next here on Kids in Government is another exciting segment of Nature to Nature with Mr. Pugh the skunk. He's certainly not around here. There's great smells around here. Yeah.
Oh, I've got you now, Ann. I've got you on the run. I had the big word root. Pretty scary, huh?
That was super scary.
Wasn't that good? Everyone, it is Mr. Pugh here for this month's edition of Nature to Nature, and I'm here with Environmental Resource Specialist Ann Messerschmidt. How are you, Ann?
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Pugh?
Oh, great, and I'm having a great time playing Scrabble with you. Are you a big Scrabble fan?
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, well, you know what? I thought we'd get together and talk about all the rain that has been falling here in the city of Lakeville and how it's going to affect nature. So it's your turn to play a word. What's the word you're going to play? And we'll talk about something in nature here.
All right, I think I'm going to pick. Got a fun word here. Let's talk about lakes.
Oh, yeah, now with all the rain, these lakes are filled with water, aren't they?
Yes, they absolutely are. It is crazy wet out there. We are really high. Orchard has gone under a no-wake zone. It just got lifted today, but it keeps changing. We've never had that happen here before, so the rain is really affecting things this year.
Now, what does that do to the lakes when there's lots and lots of extra water in there? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You know, it's a little bit both. When it's kind of a bad thing because it goes up higher on people's shorelines, it might not be as well protected, and that can cause some extra erosion into the lakes, and erosion gets into the water from up above. If there's construction or if there was a failure somewhere, a lot of sediment can get in there. Then you got pollutants that can get washed in there as well. And in fact, some people suggest that after a heavy rain, you shouldn't even swim in a lake for 1 to 3 days to make sure that stuff settles out and you're not coming in contact with some pollutants that you really wouldn't be able to track down or figure out what they are.
Sure, so this rain is actually going to affect the ecosystem of the lake probably for months, maybe years to come.
Well, for sure for months.
Yeah. All right, now it's my turn to play a word. Could you scoot yours in, because I don't have any opposable thumbs. The word I'd like to play is pond, and we'll put it right here.
All right.
P-O-N. There's the D. Pond. Oh, now tell me, now ponds are not as big as lakes, but how does all this rain affect ponds?
Well, ponds, you know, they can jump up too, and a similar thing can happen.
Ponds can jump?
Well,
physically?
You know, the water's
they can leap out of
quicker.
their okay, oh, I'm sorry. I'm taking you literally, sorry.
Yeah, no, not jump, but the water
Yes.
can go up really fast. And then you've got, what was I going to say? Oh, if it's like more of a wetland area where mosquitoes like to be, all the eggs will wash in there, and you'll get way more mosquito populations and things like that. So that's a little bit troublesome that we don't like to see those guys around. But same with the pollutants and stuff like that, but it's different. They're more flashy. But hopefully they're catching and doing their job and catching most of the pollutants before it makes it to the lake.
Very good. All right, Ann, what's your final word that you're going to play? Because if you'd get a good one, I think you're going to win.
Let's see. What is it?
Yeah, all I've got is vowels left and a Q, J, and an R.
Uh-oh.
So
you might be done.
I got nothing.
Woo.
An N. Uh-oh, this looks like a big word. A na.
Really?
You did have these lined up before, I remember before we started. Shh, quiet, don't tell the secret.
Oh, look at what she's spelling. She's spelling nature. Oh, and very good. How many points do you score on that
You know,
one?
not that many because they're all worth 1, so
Oh,
just
bummer.
6.
Oh, well, we'll take it.
Yep.
Better than being stuck with a Q, J, and an R.
Well,
all
that's
right,
what it
Ann,
is,
now tell me, what does all this rain, how does it affect nature, like the trees and us animals?
Yeah, well, you know, it makes it hard sometimes. It might make more habitat for some and less habitat for others. It's kind of just different. If you're a frog, you're going to like it because there's going to be more places for you to have your babies. And you won't get, you know, dried out of a pond and your babies don't make it. But if you're, you know, a rabbit or something.
Or a skunk?
Yeah, your holes might get filled up. You might have to move your whole house. That's a problem. But trees and things, in general, if it's not totally flooded, usually trees can handle that live near that. They are adapted to handle it. This will be a high growth year for trees, so they should do very well this year. So our grass is super green and things like that. So there's some good and bad with all of it.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time, Ann. And oh, I just love playing Scrabble with you. We'll have to do this again in the future.
Sure, sounds good.
So we'll see you next time, folks, on Nature to Nature. And I think you won. All I've got is an ELEIIOQR. Forget it. Good game, Ann.
Thanks, you too.
See you next time, folks. Ooh, look at the fresh vegetables. We got kale, something I can't pronounce, some Napa, and some kohlrabi. Mmm. Well, hey, you like it when puppets mess up their lines? You like it when puppets don't know what they're talking about? Well then, hey, it's time for Kids in Government bloopers! Here's the bloops. I'm gonna have some kohlrabi. Mmm. All right, Brett, we have reached our final destination here. Here, Papa. Here.
Wake up, wake up. All right, this is important news, Tim. You done? Okay.
See all of our programming here on the Lakeville Government Channel. Just right here.
Water here in Lakeville. Take it away, Skip. Wow, one take. That's got to be amazing. That's a first. Unbelievable. Ooh.
Hello, everyone. Wordy Wolf here for this month's final Kids Quick Tip. Previously, we spoke about how you could watch Channel 16 on your mobile device, but you can still view us the old-fashioned way if you have Charter Cable by viewing us on Channel 16. That's right. And if you do not have a cable box, you can also view us at 76-7. So please enjoy all the programming here on LGTV. I'm gonna sneeze. Ah! Pardon me. Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Well, folks, that's it for another edition of Lakeville Kids in Government. If you have questions on any of the information we've covered, please feel free to give us a call. Our studio line is 952-985-4418, and you can watch this show and all the shows here on LGTV online at www.lakevillemn.gov. Hey, want to make sure everybody sometime this summer comes out and visits the farmers market here in downtown Lakeville, which takes place on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And for more specific information, check the city's website on hours and locations at www.lakevillemn.gov. Was that too confusing? Yes, shake yes or no.
You know, I don't charge your card until
No, it wasn't confusing. Good. Are you confused? I figured you were. Well, folks, we'll see you next time here on Kids in Government. Hey, sir, I really like your shirt. Don't eat that. That's raccoon. I'm kidding. See you next time, everyone, on Kids in Government.
Wait! Stop! Don't move! It's bonus segment time on LKG. Enjoy!
Hi there, everybody, and welcome to another edition of How'd They Do That? Oh, good job, camera operator Tim. And we are here in the heart of the city of Lakeville because we're going to find out how they flush water hydrants and why they do it. So let's find out how they do that. What did you forget? Oh, good job, Timo. Oh, this way. Well, joining me is Chris from the city's utilities department. How are you today, Chris?
I'm doing good. How about you, Mary?
Oh, I'm doing very good, but if you smell hamburgers, it's me sweating.
I do kind of smell hamburger.
Oh, thank you. Well, don't get any ketchup because I'm not available for anything like that. Anyway, Chris, we're here to find out all about hydrant flushing. Why does the city flush hydrants?
Well, there's two reasons we flush hydrants, Mary. One is to purge water out of the system, and the other is to assure proper operation of the hydrant in case a fire department would need to use it.
Oh, very good. Now, how often do you flush the hydrants?
Once a year, every hydrant in the city gets flushed.
Now, I know the city used to do that all the time before we had the water treatment facility. We still do it even though we have the water treatment facility?
Yes, we do. Just to assure proper maintenance, and sometimes there is some minerals that get in the distribution system, so we just like to flush all that out.
Very good. Now, is this a one-person job, or do you have to have a whole crew to flush the hydrants? I just like saying flush the hydrants.
Just a one-man job, one man, one truck.
Cool. Well, let's see how you do it.
Okay, Mary, here we
go. Oh, Chris, what is this? It looks like a fire hose.
Well, this is the hose we hook up to the hydrant so we don't spray the water all the way across the street and hit any cars that are going by.
Okay, well, let's see how you hook it up, man.
Okay.
There he goes. Oh! Ooh, we are now here at a real fire hydrant. Chris, what's the next step here before we flush?
Next, we're going to take off the nozzles, the pumper nozzle and the other ones.
Ooh, do they always come off that easy?
Not all the time, Mary. They don't. That's why we do this every year, to assure. And we take a little grease here. We grease these things up good.
Ooh, WD-40. I'm not endorsing any brand, I just happen to say WD-40. Now, what are you checking as you're spraying and undoing those caps?
Oh, we're making sure the threads are good and the caps are go all the way on tight. And now we're going to tighten these two side caps up all the way.
Before you go there, do you want to check my cap to make sure it's on tight?
I don't know if I want to get any closer, Mary. It's getting close to lunchtime here.
Oh, watch out! He's a feisty one.
Then we're going to hook up the hose to the hydrant. Now that that's done, the next step is to open the hydrant.
All right, well, I'm going to step back and I'm going to let you do the job because I don't want to get wet. There's nothing worse smelling than a wet cow. Woo-hoo!
Mary, before I flush this hydrant, come over and I'll explain this piece of equipment to you.
Ooh, what is that, Chris? It looks like a TV from the 1950s.
Well, this is called a multi-directional hydrant diffuser. This is hooked up to the hose that's hooked up to the hydrant, so the water doesn't go shooting across the street and hit any cars.
What's it called again?
It's called a diffuser.
You said it with like 3 words.
It's the correct term is a multi-directional hydrant diffuser.
Very good. Can you say that fast 3 times?
I don't know. Can you, Mary?
I wouldn't even attempt it, Chris. All right, so the water's going to shoot out of here, and is that for safety reasons?
Yes, it is. It's for safety reasons.
Because how much force comes out with the water when it comes out of the hydrant? Is it pretty powerful?
Yeah, in some spots there's over 100 psi. So.
Oh, what's PSI stand for?
Pounds per square inch. That would wash you clear across the street.
It'd be kind of fun if I was at a water pump, but not here in the street.
You didn't bring your bathing suit, Mary.
No, I didn't, but I am wearing my hat. So let's get to it. Let's use the diffuser and show them how we flush them hydrants.
Okay.
a geyser. Woo-hoo! Well, folks, wasn't that so exciting to discover how they hydrant flush? I want to thank my good friend Chris. Thanks much for your help, Chris.
You're welcome, thank you.
That was a good job. Very good. So until next time, everyone, this is Marietta for How'd They Do That? Oh, good job, camera operator Tim. Let's move over, ladies. Move!